Classic Brescia, ancient and classical. Brescia, home of the Mille Miglia. And guess what for? I know, show me the cars. Now what I say? Look at this. Now I mentioned Italian cars. Here's a little Fiat station wagon. Okay, let's get excited about the Mille Miglia, huh? 4-cylinder Ferrari. Unbelievable. Great color. German drivers, owners. Vibrates like a Harley Davidson. Incredible color, shape, and you get in with no doors, right? Four-cylinder. Now we're here early, so there's not a lot of cars in the background, but this warrants a view. Bentley, and here's a Italia. Even cream puff Ferraris are in the event. Now it's an Italian event, and you should have an OM, because an OM was built in Brescia and was the first car to win the Mille Miglia. 27. A similar era, this is a Riley. Look at that colorful exhaust. Yeah, Riley. I can't get enough of this. Here comes the BMW contingent. We're positioning this Ferrari that was raced in America. Getting that Photoshop with a house in the background. Original racing number from 1956.
It's a picture with Quaking Bush.
All right, the poppies are out. The Ferraris are out. Now we saw the other red Ferrari. Here's a Mondial. And sometimes they're just parked in the shade. Another Mondial. A little Italian car. Can't give you the name. It's on the hood, but can't read it. Fiat. Man, it's colorful out here. Yeah, the Mille Miglia Museum, which is an old monastery, has a wonderful display. Now for a quick visit to the Mille Miglia Museum. Well, we're in the land of Fiat, and here is the first car. And lots of other cars to come. Isata Francini, Aston Martin, and others. Bentley, Bugatti, and OM, Aston Martin, Fiat Balila, Emil car. Old movies, Fiats, and more. Fiats. Looks like a rally. And a very large Alfa Romeo. Ermini. This is a Cetterini heaven here. This is a more current with an Ermini's name on it. And another Ermini. And she's Italia. And a Bandini. An incredible number of cars here. Seata. In the background there's an Alfa Romeo, but here is a 750 Maserati. So that's a brief visit to the museum. Some pretty significant cars. Now there's a big dinner stage for tonight, and it's hosted by Mercedes-Benz. And look at this. 372 kilometers, this record car. No, you don't see too many of these cars around. And for dinner, Mexican road race. Yeah, it's going to be a nice dinner. And outside the museum, yeah, Stangulini. Now we've just come to a little shop here in Brescia, pick up on some cars. And we got a Aston Martin here getting ready for the Mille Miglia. And then here again is an Ermini.
About the car?
Yes.
Well, I bought this car in 1987 in England. It was made by Sir Keith in 1953 in eight models, eight exemplars, and one surviving.
Hey, thank you.
I did the military.
And they repair all kinds of cars, not even for the Mille Miglia. An Aston Martin and a Fiat Balilla. And that's Brescia Auto Racing. Now here's another shop with just a few cars. Some of them for the Mille Miglia. And there's one on the rack back there that we're going to take a particular look at. Now here's a 166 Ferrari getting work done. Yes, Ferrari. The reason why I say 166, the next car is going to surprise you. No, not the Porsche. Look at this. Ferrari? No. Fiat? Yes. This is very unusual to see this. Talk about similarities. This is a Healy Silverstone in green, okay? Here is a Giannini Italian car. Oh, so much fun to discover cars. I'm standing on the, look at these cars. Oh God. Oh. Yeah. Another 4-cylinder Ferrari. Running like one. Yeah. I'm having a good time today. Fiat 8V. Maybe needing some work. Interesting color. For those who know Fiat Balillas, this grille is quite different. Well, we have another 4-cylinder Ferrari. This we picked up when we first came in here. A lot of them around. Now there is a Zagato Ferrari, very rare. It is a replica, but it was done by Zagato. And here's an OSCA. All right. Wednesday morning, time for registration and scrutineering. This is the Talbot. Another Talbot up there. Kind of looks like the old Bugatti Grand Prix car. You got to take a close look at this car. Incredible. Man, it's been all kinds of shows. Talbot. Got the Engelbert tires, the whole works. Hey, these guys, no nonsense, just running right down. Sounds like a truck. It's a Talbot too. Beastly sounding engine, I mean. Well, a lot happened since yesterday. A lot more cars have come in. Here's the Jaguar group. Maserati 200S. This car came in yesterday, but I don't know what it is because I can't read the symbol on the hood. Very early Maserati, well, early, maybe 1947. The red car is a Fiat, and this is a Giannini Sport. Lots of little Etcetterinis. And here's an Ermini. We'll get to those. Ermini. Gonna use the great word svelte. OSCA is a Bandini. A Fiat beyond that. But this, I'm gonna call it Etcetterini up to now. We'll find out later. And a little 4-cylinder Maserati. Now among the crowd is this little woody Fiat. One of my favorite areas for cars in the Mille Miglia are the small Italian cars. And another Italian car. She's Italia. All right, I have to do it. I have to show this car from Belgium. I won't even tell you what it is. Yeah, Aston Martin and a Autovu Fiat V8. Here's a roadworthy C-Type. Now let's get to Ferrari. Touring. And look at that hood. It is long. And in the Jaguar group, there's a C-Type. But here's a D-Type, driven by Simon Kidston this year. Back to red. This is a Rovelli, 1947. Now the Mille Miglia has a lot of different cars, also sizes, Delage, and that is huge. Now here's a rare one. This is a Deutsche Bonnet, French car. Yeah, French blue, that makes sense. All tied down. Maserati. A Zagato Lancia. Double bubble. Double bubble with fins. Ooh. How many times do you say Jaguar 120? Now here is a grand Alfa Romeo with enormous tires. In sort of a museum of modern art in New York. Cisitalia. Oh, the Cisitalia, you know, and the Lancia, and wait a minute. A Le Mans Renault. Honest to goodness, and it's got a Goodwood sticker on, so it's legit. No kidding. I didn't know what it was. I had to come up. Thought it was a British car. It's a Fiat. This Fiat with a Crosley engine has been driven solo by a lady named Sylvia 16 times. Some cars arrive by trailer. Another one of those red Cisitalia. It's going right in. C-Type. Very old Porsche. Oh, another DB, Deutsche Bonnet. Super. Little French cars. Back inside for a short moment. Cars of a similar era, maybe. Aston Martin, Maserati, and then a newer Ferrari. Well, we saw it yesterday, but we have to show it again. This is that little Fiat that looks like a 166 Ferrari. And it raced in the original Mille Miglia in 1950. Well, there's some V8 power. Allard. Every year, Mille Miglia has a number of these little Fiat specials, little aerodynamic. Oh my goodness, what is this? Yeah. 1954 Fiat. Lots of chrome. It's a Gran Luce. Sadly, at that time, the American influence was pretty heavy. Cisitalia. As I said earlier, some of these C-Types, I've seen some roads. Pretty nice car, though. All right, get ready. Here is this Talbot rumbling in here. Some excitement. A Ferrari. Little Fiat. All Fiats are little, right? Well, there's another one. These are both Zagato Fiats. Obviously you get the Z down the side. This was here last year and I missed it, but it is a replica Alfa Romeo. I love it. Drives it on the street regularly. Fantastic.
Much more.
Here's the engine. What size is this now?
2 liter.
2 liter. Incredible. Look at the butterfly hood, the other half. Again, a replica, but I talked to the guy and he's just fantastic. Having a great time. Okay, I've obsessed, but this is a fun deal. Wouldn't you just love to jump in it and drive it anywhere? The little Fiat? Stop referring to it as little. How about small? How about petite? Another cheesy Italia. Looking good in silver. How do you like a 1948 Fiat ambulance? Seata. Waiting to go in. 1952 Porsche. Yeah, that is old for a Porsche. Little action. Cheesy Italia and a Healy Silverstone. 1948 Healy.
Thank you very much.
Now that is a rare one.
So in the back,
Now here's an 8-cylinder Alfa Romeo. No question that it drove in the Mille Miglia at one time. God, listen to that wicked 8-cylinder engine. 1936. Unbelievable. Now here's some style. God, Maserati. All right, here's this Talbot, driven by 2 ladies. Ferrari. Let's hear it. Maybe I'm living dangerously. These gals have really been whipping this car around. Whoa. Oh, God. La Bella Rosa, 1936 Alfa Romeo. With the Ferrari symbol on the hood. Cavallino. Wow. This is why I come to the Mille Miglia. Cars like this, which actually were in the Mille Miglia. Great historic value and original condition. Alfa Romeo. Talking about Alfa Romeos is another pretty damn meaningful car. Maserati. Out of 47. Now check this out. This is an old Aston Martin. Look at the outfit. Probably an ancient Fiat. Aston Martin. Lancia Aurelia. Aston Martin. It's Italian again. Interesting red color. Some pretty nice equipment. This Alfa Romeo in particular. Very nice Fiat V8. Sounds great. BMW people are out here checking all their time clocks. Going around in circles. We'll do it over and over till we get it right. A couple of very significant Ferraris. And here's that Ferrari from Germany we saw the other day. That's how you take a picture of a car. We saw that big Alfa convertible a while ago. Now here's another coupe version. How about a Fiat double bubble and another Fiat no bubble? Now one Porsche 550 this year. This is the first one. 1954. Now this cheesy Italia really reeks shape. Long wheelbase. Silver perfection. Now this is scrutineering and registration. Now Mercedes is the major sponsor of this event, and they are well represented. Long wheelbase, enormous cars. How's this for technology? Then there are the gull wings. Mercedes forever. And I forgot, there was another line of them. Different looks, kind of a matte finish look here. Obviously the very shiny look. I'll take that. Here's a very rare one, and that is not a wing on top, although it serves as one. It's a dive brake or wind stop. It's a brake, in other words. It becomes perpendicular to the air when you want it. Some interesting cars this year. This is a Villa d'Este Alfa Romeo. It has the glass window behind the front door, or the side door window. 8-cylinder Alfa Romeo. This is an Emil car, a French car. That bag looks handy for the Mille Miglia. Not all the cars are here, but it's a pretty amazing group that are here now, right now. Now here's an Italian car with a proper license plate being pushed. Well, I had a short look at that Italian car, but look at this little Seata. Cream puff. Absolute perfection. Now here's one grand old Fiat. Quite a relic. Now we're going to get a shot again of these 1947 Healey's. And in this event you find an awful lot of old Bugattis. The hood is up on this little Fiat station wagon, the little Woody we saw earlier. We're going to try to find the engine here. It's somewhere in there. Saw this earlier. It's a Zanussi Fiat Sport, 1947. Sometimes they come in on trucks, and it looks like this one's had a little dirt highway activity already. Little OSCA Maserati. Look at this car. One like this could have raced in the Mille Miglia. Listen to that car, it's incredible. 8-cylinder. God, is that cool? Here is a Zagato Abarth. God, perfect condition. Oh. You always hear about Zagato and sort of like an airplane, lightweight. Look at the the thinness of everything. Delicacy of the car. Fantastic. Okay, Ken's gonna obsess, but look, this is ultra lightweight looking, delicate styling. That's Zagato. Fantastic. Yeah. This is why you come to Italy to see Italian cars, and beautiful ones at that. Bugatti. Coming right down. All the way. Oh, look what just went by. All right, here's Zagato at its best now. The lightweight, but look at the door contour. Zagato. Jaguar. Yeah, Jaguar. Now we talk about years that some of these cars have raced in the event. This is pretty authentic. Now here's this Alfa Romeo again, 1936. Real live patina here. History right before our eyes. And now from the Alfa Romeo Museum, here's a Sportiva. Two magnificent Alfa Romeos. And the question I ask is, why didn't Alfa make this a production car? It's gorgeous. Magnificent. Thrilling. And you go from the red cars to the green ones. Aston Martin. Then of course there's heavy British metal. Can't get over the excitement of these small Italian cars. And this Tuscan raced in the Mille Miglia in 1947. Look at the door handle alone. It's an Italian car. This is an Alta. And this is an Alta as well. That Tuscan a while ago that was in the 47 Mille Miglia, it had fins too, but look at the difference on this one. Now here's an Alfa Romeo that has a Mussolini connection. And here's a Testarossa Ferrari. Sure isn't that bad. Arnold Bristol. All right, here's that four-cylinder Ferrari we saw yesterday and reviewed quite carefully. Well, Fiat Mille. Driven by a happy lady. Tight little Ferrari came in. Space Age Science here. You know, it's hard to beat a no-nonsense Maserati, is it? This is an Alvis, a very large one at that. The unusual Fiat, the equally unusual Fiat Mille. And this is a Fraser Nash. Here I am obsessing again over the shape of this car, but I'm going to try to find you a sort of a regular Tuscan with the same feeling. Yeah, less definition, same car. Two cars that are regularly seen in the Mille Miglia, both Fiats. This one, however, he gets mistaken for a Ferrari from time to time. There are a lot of Jaguars, particularly D-types this year. Another one. Another one. Well, we're amongst the Jaguar group here, and here's Derek Bell, who is going to drive one of these cars. Best to be prepared. The best working being does. This is an Alvis. And all the proper tools. Now there's major work being done on this Bugatti. It sort of looks like it used some more somewhere else as well.
No.
Well, it must not be too serious a repair. He's too happy. Yeah, that's how you quick release tire, the wheel there, yeah. Serious stuff. Nothing like watching somebody work.
That's always nice, huh?
Yeah, it is. This gentleman just came in from Munich, drove this car here, and he says there's a slight brake problem, so we're going to fix it. And tomorrow he starts in the Mille Miglia for another 1,000 miles, though.
Yeah,
you know,
it is tomorrow.
nothing to it. I love it. This is how you fix the brakes in a Bugatti. This gentleman's father is standing next to me, and he bought the thing for about $150 many years ago. That is a great story, father and son. And the father bought the car years ago. It's just remarkable. You know, the original Mille Miglia had lots of just little cars like this in it, privately owned and raced. You know, we took a picture of this Maserati a while ago, but look at the sawed-off rear end in this thing. Kind of interesting. A great OSCA, and here's a Maserati. Not a sawed-off, but boy, is it low. 1,000 miles sitting on the ground. Wow. You know, the name alone is menacing. This is an Invicta. sitting closely to a Lagonda next to an OM, which have won the original Mille Miglia, 1927. Now here's another Lagonda, mammoth car, Testarossa. No matter what color, very sexy car. Not that we should dispense of them, but another Lagonda. I'm betting on it being an Armini. Don't know. It's a Fiat, 1100. Like I've never seen it before, but boy, exciting looking car. Bernardini 1100 Sport, but it's a Fiat. Great looking little car. That's about it for Wednesday afternoon, scrutineering and registration. We're now near the center of town, and we're going in to see more cars for the Mille Miglia. Talbot. And a big Alfa Romeo here. And the cars are waiting in the square. Now this is a square where the cars used to be checked out, but we're going to Piazza Vittoria. Boy, these girls are going to get a lot of attention, which I am giving a little bit of my own. So the cars are sort of parked in town, and what they do is they put a wire around the steering wheel or something with a little lead stamp and seal it. We've arrived in the square in Piazza Vittoria. And Chopard's here, and here's Jackie X sitting right here in the corner. Where have I seen that car before? They're coming in for their stamp. All sizes. This is one of those Lagonda. And behind that, you got a Cisitalia, the little silver one. That is a great looking car. You got a Fiat V8 here. Aravu Zagato. And it's in front of the building that you've seen in every old picture of the Mille Miglia. This is Piazza Vittoria, Renault. Peugeot sedan. And behind it is a Riley. Behind that again is another Riley. Look, a much older one, I'm sure. Yeah, Topolino. Uh-oh. Looks like the Alfa's conked out. And that's a big car to push. And now the cars are gathering down at the other end of the piazza here. And this is what they do here in the square now. They put this little seal on.
Yeah, you see the...
It's got the Mille Miglia symbol.
250.
Excellent. Gets to be a bit of a traffic jam. Fiat V8. Got their stampa. In front of the famous building here at Piazza Vittoria. Cisitalia. Giannini Sport. Healy Silverstone coming. We got another little Fiat sports car. Bandini. Maserati. Gotcha. Some of the good cars are really here today. Bandini. Get some green in the picture here. Aston Martin. Nice racing green. Is Italia. And Alva's being helped by the driver. I don't know if it's running or not. This Alva's, let's just pick out, is front wheel drive only. Look at this little Fiat. Wow. Some excitement here.
So crowded yet?
Not yet, yes. Yes. The 52 Porsche. Coli. Martin. All right, here is a 34 Ford. This is a BNC. Bugatti's ready for the road.
Ecco, ma la vostra passione, ecco, voi eravate lì insieme a tutti gli altri, insomma, vedere queste...
This car is equipped for the Mille Miglia. Now check the seat backs. It's a very, very old Ferrari. Email car. Alfa Romeo. Note the names. Russian. This is the new Mille Miglia. OM. All right, it even has a horn. Here come those girls with a talbow. And more are coming. And here comes that Alfa Romeo. Yes, they did have a blessing of the cars. Well, some of these events don't turn out too well for people. This little Fiat looks like it's had a fire. 6:30 in the morning. Even the Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, Giannini Sport are not awake. Well, it's getting lively now. They're starting to show up. The gathering. Well, it's starting. Cars are coming in for their stamp. Now, someone said this year that there are a number of military vehicles that are going to be in the Mille Miglia for reasons, I guess, of their vehicles. Nice little Lancia, and here is a famous clock tower in the square here in Brescia. There's Bugatti this morning. Well, the excitement is beginning. Now here's a brave artist. And there's the car. Going in for the stamp. And they're coming in. Now here's one of those strange looking, very strange looking English cars. And that strange looking English car happens to be a Healy. Yes, a Healy. 1949, this raced in the original Mille Miglia. Painting in progress. Some nice commercial displays here. This is a margarita winery. Sort of got the cars climbing over the corks. Very nice. Trying to relate their wines to the Mille Miglia. All right, the Jaguar contingent is coming in. There we go. Z-Type. Here comes a Ferrari in the middle of them. Here's Derek Bell. He's not driving. Now we got a Mercedes. And a BMW 507. It's Jaguar Nirvana here. They're all going in. And Derek Bell here. This is a Jaguar. Great little Excederini. This is so typical, this huge British car, Invicta, behind this Jaguar. And there's a long, long waiting line now.
Prima vista è un sentimento splendido, mi ha detto l'indovino.
The Sportiva. Sort of the Alpha group now. Ferrari. A little Fiat. Ermini. They're putting on the stamp, but they're also putting all the cameras and all that sort of thing on this GR. They're doing the stamp on the steering wheel, see? And it's going to get sealed. Absolutely sealed. This dinky little car. Unbelievable. Look at the screen up by the wheel. They're serious with this. How tight it is. That's the gas tank. And the seat is folded. There's the gauge. Not only that, but it's been in the 1950, 51, 53, 54 Mille Miglia. That's when it was a real race. I have to show this car. Hey, Bill. Phil Warner of the Amelia Island Concourse. OM. Sylvia, how are you? Well, the interview's on this Sylvia from the United States who drives this alone for a charity that she's involved with. The Fiat. Very nice. It's a tight fit for 1,000 miles. And off he goes. Driven by the owner of the Loman Museum in the Netherlands. Unbelievable. Yeah, reminders of the Mille Miglia of the past. And again, this is that wonderful Zagato Fiat. She's Italia coming in. Here's a little Fiat Dervision. A Mercedes, an enormous car. And here's the Ermini with the original Mille Miglia numbers on it. The reminder. Brescia. Now the car in the back, a couple of ladies. Getting more Jaguars now. This is the Mexican road race Porsche. They got the fire out. Remember last night? Oh, here's Jakob Moss driving a very, very large Mercedes. And a Panhard. Well, that's 1 out of 2. The other British car was running. These are Altas. This one is not. Alfa Museum. How's this? C-Type, big Alfa Romeo. This is a former winner of the Mille Miglia. This Mercedes arriving here. This is that one with the wing, or the Fiat. again, this is what the Mille Miglia is all about. The spirit, in the very place it all started. Yeah, this is incredible. Look at this. A little British racing green amongst all the red here. MG. I had to come back to some more red though. 4-cylinder, very nice. You know, this is kind of like the old days when they came in to town and had to be scrutinized, but on the other hand, the feeling is like that now. And from that green one to a very, very bright blue deep type. Hey, the top is off. This little Renault tin can. 550 Spider. This Spider has a very long nose end. It's quite special looking. Good to see you. Here's to the Mille Miglia. Thank you. Simon Kitson. Beautiful Ferrari. The Beast and the Beauty. OSCA. And that absolutely gorgeous Ferrari. One of my favorites. Maserati. Oh, the spirit of this thing. Look at that Ferrari. OSCA. Mille Miglia, 1955. And the color. Now here's a Lancia that has such great significance. I don't know it, but there have been a lot of photographs taken of it here in front of the building that represents the Mille Miglia. Well, the stamping is over. Now the start this afternoon, but some of the cars are displayed in town. We're ready for the start, and so are a lot of other people. I said we're ready for the start. Now the libations changed. The location's the same. Crowds and crowds of people, and every year this guy is here, the party crasher. First cars are coming. OM. Another OM. Fiat. Bugatti. This is an Emil car. Another Emil car. Another Emil car. Vendley. Bugatti. The BNC. Another BNC. Front wheel drive. Now here's horsepower. Brute. All right. Now here's horsepower again. Big Mercedes horsepower. Lots of power. Whoops. Here's Yakamos. Oh! All kinds of gear stripping. Maserati. 4-cylinder Alfa. Aston Martin, here's a 34 Ford. Riley. Alfa. Fiat. Another Fiat Balilla right behind. Alfa Romeo. '36 Alfa Romeo here, right here. Fire! Did you love it? BMW. Red on red. Maserati. Get ready for the ground to thunder. Talbot. She's Italia. Fiat 8V. She's Italia. And here's another Cheese Italia. That's one of those Heelys. Here's the Cheese Italia. We're at the top of the hill, and there is the Duomo in downtown Brescia. Kind of a puzzlement up here. I don't know whether to go around that way or the other way. We are at the castle. Lost their way. One of those Heelys again. Alfa Romeo. Ferrari. Here's the one that had the fire alarm. Yeah, some of these cars don't sound good for 1,000 miles to come. All right, here's that little Fiat that looks like a Ferrari. There's a Ferrari. How you doing, Sylvia? Looking good. Seata. Seata. The Zagato Fiat and the Seata. There's that 52 Porsche. All right, here comes the black Ferrari. Aston Martin. Ferrari. Cooper. That's the way to do it. Hey, look at here. Using all kinds of torque. There's that little Fiat, that, you know, the Zagato body, but you got something red coming up here. There's that little Fiat station wagon. Guy's running behind it. He's almost as fast. C-type. Derek Bell driving. Looking good. All right, here's a whole bunch of stuff. Fiat V8. This is Ferrari. OSCA. That's a Kieft Maserati. Fraser Nash. Whoa, whoa. Dinah Penard. Or Deutsche Bonnet. C-type Jaguar. Oh, Zagato. Fiat. Alfa Romeo. Out for Sunday, or what is today? Thursday drive. Lancia Aurelia. Fiat 8B. Now look at this grouping. Here is the Sportiva from the Alfa Museum. Right behind it is a Maserati. Look at this, look at this, look at this. And an Arnold Bristol. Porsche. Whoa! Fiat V8. Okay, get ready. There's a Maserati coming behind us. It's really hammered. Look at this. Whoa! Here comes the tin can. Lancia Aurelia. Right-hand drive. Ferrari, 4-cylinder. Now, how many times do you say gull wing? Yes. Yes. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Jaguar. Very pretty Ferrari here. Yeah, followed by a gull wing. Okay. All right. That's how to make a turn. Hey Bill, looking good. Whoa. Now here comes the D-type.
Sì, sicuramente.
Oh. You dirty rat! And here comes that Ferrari 250 Testarossa, sounding really good. All right, it's Saturday morning and we're in the town of Radicofani. Yeah, quiet, quaint Radicofani. We're here for the older cars. Sort of a gray morning. Not a bad place. Kind of tired of looking at Ferraris now, right? We'll get the old cars later. This is the parade of Mercedes-Benz cars, and here comes one of the really hot ones. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this Mercedes. The one they built in honor of the Mille Miglia and Sterling Moss. They're going up into town. Before the old cars come, we got all the commercial stuff coming. These are Lotuses, and they're having a wonderful time. Well, we're getting to the older cars, but first we have the military. Or Jeeps are laboring up the hill. And then, of course, there are the little ones. All right, here's the first car. It's an OM, and they were made in Brescia and won the first Mille Miglia. Bugattis. Radicofani. Italy in the spring. Again, Italy in the spring, and here comes an Emil car. Lancia. Bugatti. BNC. Fiat. Lancia. Alfa Romeo. Couple of Bugattis. How you guys? This is a Rivelli. This is a Bugatti. 8-cylinder. Lancia. This is front-wheel drive. Now we have three very close together. Lancia, Bugatti, Mercedes. Mercedes power here. Here's Jaguar. Emil car. BNC. The Fiat. Maserati. Mercedes. Alfa Romeo. That's a Fiat. Fiat. Alfa Romeo. How's this for atmosphere? Okay, you have your Prosecco in the morning, your coffee. The next thing you got is the cars. Oh boy. Aston Martin, here's an 8-cylinder Alfa Romeo. See the people here having the coffee. Oh, a raft of them. Alfa Romeo. Another Emil car. Here's that Mercedes, you got two of them. Look at this. You got a black one here too. Unbelievable. Okay, here's a raft of them coming. Aston Martin. BMW. Jaguar. MG. Well, nice little park here. Radicofani. That Alfa Romeo with a sort of the Mussolini background. And another Balila. They're all together, those Balilas. BMW. Well, the Mille Miglia cars. MGs, and boy, they better get some horsepower going here. Right behind it is another one of the BMW Mille Miglia cars. Here's a cheese Italia. Oh, I'll get it. That was... Here's the hill, and they gotta have plenty of power. That was the Healy. I was trying to remember the name before. The cheese Italia. Fiat. Hear those gears? There's a really little one. Big Alfa. Cheese Italia. Look at this Alfa, it's huge. All right, I'm gonna get it right this time. Here is the Healy, that other one, 1947. Alfa Romeo. Not a bad place. Radicofani. Healy. Alfa Romeo. Maserati. Another Alfa. Little Lancia sedan. I think I can make it. I think I can. Okay, here come these more of these prototype Mercedes. Ferrari. All right, they've got a load. Now here's that little car that had the fire. Jaguar. Porsche. Jaguar. Well, we reached the top of the hill and the bells are ringing. That's power for you. Here's the Fiat that looks like a Ferrari right there. Again, one of these Mercedes prototypes. Look at these things. Wicked. There's one of the older. Another one. Struggling up the hill. Happy people. E-type Jaguar. Ferrari. Alta. Now look at this thing. Hey Simon, how are you doing? Ferrari. Maserati, Porsche. Look at the crowd. They're having a great time. '52 Porsche. Yeah, they're good. Oh God, they must have friends. This is a fabulous place. Aston Martin. Oh, here comes the Mercedes with the dive brake. Wonder if they've needed it. Now they're leaving town now. Not a bad departure route, huh? Another C-type. Derek Bell riding. There he is. Fiat. And here's an OSCA.
Should I get that?
Oh, I love it.
Coming through the trees.
Fiat Vid. Well, they're having a good time. Fitting in Italy, here's a Lanciarelia. Ready for the road. Now, speaking of Italy, look at this. Maserati. Fraser Nash. Alfa Romeo. Aston Martin. Dana Pinard. Another Seata. Aha! God, a little, not even in the race. Vendley, rumbling through town. Here's the Porsche Mexican Road Race museum car right there. Aston Martin. Ferrari. Big horsepower. All right, here, look at this Maserati.
Hey, hold it over.
Porsche. Now wait a minute here. Here comes the tin can. Oh, this one's going to get a great cheer in the town square. There's a D-type trying to pass it, but how you guys doing? I'm recording this from way down because you could hear it. It's Maserati. Romini. Fiat power. All right, catch this. Look what's behind this AC. Oh, Radicofani. I love it. Alfa Romeo for the museum. Here's OSCA. Yeah, these are the things that get drivers mad. I don't blame you. Hey, Bill! No mechanical problems. Just other kind of physical problems. This is the way to have fun at the Mille Miglia. The Mille Miglia was never like this. Never, never, never. Fabulous. Good seeing you guys. Okay, the other side of the Mille Miglia. Coffee, everything's taken care of. Back it up, enter the tunnel and go uptown. Ferrari. Bandini. Lancia Zagato. Another Bandini. Maserati. So that's pretty much left of the Mille Miglia this year. Radicofani. Quiet again. So that's the Mille Miglia for another year. 2015.